Good morning, my dear students. Students, we are at the end of our chapter repeated multiplication. Here are some more exercise to solve. Let's look what are they. This is my first question. If 2 raised to x is 128, then what is 2 raised to x plus 1? Here 2 raised to some power. A number is 128. And we want to find out this. In order to find out, we want to know the value of x. Okay, here it is the base 2. So we want to factorize 128 in terms of 2. 6 2s are 12, 4 2s are 8. Ending with 4, so we can again factorize using 2. 3 2s are 6, 2 2s are 4. Again it is an even number, so we can factorize with 2. 1 2s are 2, 2 carry 1, 12. 6 2s are 12. Again 2, 8 2s are 16. Again 4 2s are 8. Again 2 2s are 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 2 raised to 7 is 128. Okay, that is x is 7. The value of x is 7. Then we want to find out 2 raised to x plus 1. X is this, so x plus 1 is 8. 7 plus 1, 8. That here we need to find out 2 raised to 8. What is the value of 2 raised to 8? We know that 2 raised to 7 is 128. Multiply 128 with 2 in order to get 2 raised to 8. 8 2s are 16. Carry with 1. 2 2s are 4. 4 plus 1, 5. 1 2s are 2. 256 is the answer of 2 raised to x plus 1. Okay? My next question is, if 3 raised to x is 729, what is 3 raised to x minus 1? The same pattern of the question that we discussed earlier. Okay, here it is the power of 3. So we want to factorize 729 with 3. 2 3s are 6. Carry with 1, 12. 4 3s are 12. 3 3s are 9. Again with 3. Children, may I ask you something? How can we know that a number is divisible by 3? If a number is divisible by 3, 2 plus 4, 6. 6 plus 3, 9. 9 is a multiple of 3. So it is a factor of 3, or it is divisible by 3. Okay. Then 8 3s are 24. 1 3s are 3. Again with 3. 2 3s are 6. 21. 7 3s are 21. Again 3. 9 3s are 27. 3 3s are 9. Then 3 raised to, how much power is 729? Yes. Yeah. Yes, is right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So 3 raised to 6 is 729. Here we need to find out 3 raised to x minus 1. Here x is 6. Then x minus 1 will be, 5. So we want to find out 3 raised to 5. What is the value of 3 raised to 5? In earlier, we get x plus 1. Isn't it here x minus 1? In our last question, we have multiplied with 3 to go backward, we want to divide. Okay. To move front, we want to multiply. This is the relation. So 729 is divided with 3. We get 243. Or look here. 3 raised to 5. 3 raised to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 raised to 6 is 729. If we remove this 3, then the answer should be 243. So 3 raised to 5 is 243. Is it clear? This is your next question. If 3 raised to x, 3 raised to x plus 1, 3 raised to x minus 1 and 3 raised to x plus 1, which is an even number. Okay, if I give x is equal to 1, that is the value of the x is 1, then 3 raised to 1, 3 raised to 1 plus 1, 3 raised to 1 minus 1, 3 raised to 1 plus 1. Here which is an even number? 3 raised to 1 is 3, which is not an even number. 3 raised to 1 plus 1 means 3 raised to 2. 3 raised to 2, 9. It is also not an even number. 3 raised to 1 minus 1, which is 3 raised to 0, 1. 1 is also not an even number. 3 raised to 1, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. Yes, this is an even number. Let's check another value for x. X is equal to 2. If we give the value of x is 2, then 3 raised to 2, 3 raised to 2 plus 1, 3 raised to 2 minus 1, 3 raised to 2 plus 1. What will be the value of these things? 3 raised to 2 is 9. 3 raised to 2 plus 1 means 3 raised to 3, which is 27. 9 and 27 are not even numbers, it's an odd number. Next, 3 raised to 2 minus 1. 2 minus 1, 1. 3 raised to 1 is 3 itself. Next here, 3 raised to 2 plus 1. 3 raised to 2, it's 9. Here we get it. 9 plus 1, 10. So this is an even number. So what we can generally say, 3 raised to x plus 1 is an even number, isn't it? This is the even number in this relation. This is my next question. If 6 raised to 10 is computed, what would be the digit in ones place? That is, if we want to find out 3 raised to 2 is 9. So here 9 is in the ones place. Likewise, 6 raised to 10. We want to find out what is 6 raised to 10. It is this number. Okay. Then what is in ones place here? 6. 6 is the digit in ones place. Look. Is there the first digit also in 6? Okay, first and last digit is same for 6 raised to 10. This is your last one. If 5 raised to 6 into 1 by 5 raised to x is 1 by 5 raised to 10, then what is x? We want to find out the value of x. Okay, here the overall is 10. If we need to find out the value of x, that is 5 raised to 6 into 1 by 5 raised to x is equal to 1 by 5 raised to 10. In mathematical way, we can do this like this. 5 raised to 6 is there no change. 1 by 5 raised to 10, here 5 raised to 10 by 1 is equal to 5 raised to x, 1 by 5 raised to x, going to the left side of the equal, it became 5 raised to x by 1. Okay, we know that 5 raised to x. The denominator is 1, so we need not to indicate it. Then 5 raised to 6 into 5 raised to 10. In our multiplication method, we learned that it is 5 raised to 10 plus 6, 16. Then, what's the value of x here? Yes, it is 16. So, when we multiply 5 raised to 6 into 1 by 5 raised to 16, we get 1 by 5 raised to 10. Using our thinking power, we can find this answer itself by division rule. 5 raised to 6 into 1 by 5 raised to some number. The result is 1 by. So here the denominator part is large. By subtracting this number with 6, we get the answer 10. Then the value of x would be 16 minus 6 is 10. So the value is 16 here. Like this, we can find the value of x without dividing or subtracting any method. But this is the right way in mathematics classroom. Okay? Solve last question of our chapter, simplify. Okay, you want to do it and share it with me.